Hi, my name is Diane Gattermann, and I'm a psychotherapist, and I'm an art therapist, and a marital and family therapist. And I've been doing that for quite some years. And I'm guessing that if you're watching this, that the thing we may have in common is that I also had bariatric surgery I had it in August 2015. And right now it's coming towards the end of May 2016, so I'm at the 9.5 month mark. Um, I guess I'll talk a little bit about the numbers. Not that the numbers are super important, um, because really for me, I did this for health reasons. My doctors wanted me to lose weight. I mean, I'm happy that I did, but it was becoming a health issue. I have health issues. That I needed to have it done if I intended to live for the next 10 years. Um, so it was not actually a big option on my part. And, I was lucky in that way that I didn't have to choose, should I do this or not? My doctor said, you need to do this. Um, Prior to doing this, I had actually worked with an integrative medical team for 2 years and have a big list of, I have a whole pile of documents that I would go in every 2 weeks and, followed a whole routine and a whole intense exercise routine and eating routine and followed it quite religiously and still was not able to lose weight for 2 years. Um, my fear actually at that time was that I had some sort of cancer or something that was, very bad. Because if you're doing all the things you should be, and I was exercising a minimum of an hour a day, doing like Zumba and stuff, and sometimes up to 5 hours, and eating a very low glycemic diet, and drinking a lot of water with electrolytes in it, and really following everything. I had a lot of supplements. I was followed by doctors, naturopaths, the whole kit. And I was hooked up every 2 weeks to see how my body was doing. And I still was not losing weight. Some weeks I would even gain weight. And so it was good that I did it because I considered myself like a science experiment that I decided I was totally going to be, as strict as possible with myself because I was really scared I had some terrible, terrible illness. And if I couldn't lose weight, following what I was supposed to, then something was wrong. I saw an endocrinologist I believe it was January 2016, and he told me I had a metabolic disorder, and that there was nothing he could do to help me lose weight just by diet and exercise. It would not happen. He could see my file. They had kept files on me. I had kept files on me. Um, and this happens with some people. Everyone has their own story. So it actually really angers me to read articles where people are saying, how it's just food related and so on. And I think, even in the medical field, people are very ignorant. Um, really, I had my husband is involved with some obesity research and so on, so I knew actually what to do and was doing it, and nothing was working. And I asked, could someone please put me in a study? But there were no studies going on at that time. But, what I wanted to say with that was, I know if you're going down this journey, you've experienced your own prejudices and have heard ridiculous, ridiculous things from people, and I get it. I totally get it. And the other thing I wanted to say was what prompted me to, want to post, because I've never posted a YouTube uh, video before, any type of thing like that. Don't like to be filmed. But then I thought, oh my gosh, this was such an isolating experience for me. There were, God bless the YouTubers who put out stuff on themselves going through this process, because I thought, wow, that takes a lot of courage to put yourself out there and put yourself up for, whatever, input you're going to get from other people. And it, was less isolating, really, to be able to watch what they were doing, and hear their experience. it just felt like I felt much less alone. And so, I really am grateful to all those who posted. Um, for myself, I realized that this is, it's been 9.5 months since the surgery. It's not an easy ride, by far. Um, I don't know if you're like me, everybody's different, but I did a lot of research before doing this. I would have more or less had to do the research for medical reasons, not the research, but the have the surgery for medical reasons. And that, I was okay with that, but I still wanted to know what I was getting into. My husband does research in the medical field, so we had access to all kinds of stuff, and we wanted to know what was life expectancy, all of that stuff. And even so, even having access to that, I still read some ridiculous things that I thought, what nonsense. Um, there's still prejudice even in the medical community about how, what the patient profile is. Really ridiculous. Um, and part of me wanted to post for that reason, to realize that this is a situation where you feel very alone in this, and feel that there's been a lot of prejudice, a lot of feelings come up with this because of the work that I do, which is I do a lot of relationship work, a lot of couple work, a lot of individual work as well. I was very aware of what this was going to bring up for me, well, I shouldn't say I was aware of what it was going to bring up for me because I had no clue, but I was aware that it was probably going to bring up something for me, and very likely it was going to bring up something for myself in my marital relationship. It might be very disturbing within my family relationship, my extended family, my friends, and I was also concerned as a therapist what this was going to do for my clients. I work with a lot of women, and I thought, wow, if it was me and my therapist came in and was losing weight, what would that bring up for me? It would I be wondering if she was dying of some illness? Would I be wondering what was going on? So I had to, I chose also to be upfront with my clients. That was actually the hardest, uh, because I don't like to make the therapy about me. It's someone else's time, but I realized that was impossible. It was just crazy thinking to not talk about the fact that I was going to have surgery and I was going to lose weight, and how was this for them. Um, my clients were amazing, as I should have guessed, because they are amazing on a regular basis, and I've been very blessed to work with really, really awesome, awesome people. Um, that being said, I also recognize that because of what I do for a living, that this is not an easy road. There is not a lot of stuff out there, actually, even um, to help people to go through this process. And I thought I wanted to post just, thoughts, and if it can help anybody, and, raising points, because I think this is a very difficult thing. And um, people actually who haven't been through it don't get it. They really, really don't get it. And there's no way that they could. So, so I thought I would post, and hopefully that would be helpful to you. So that's it for today. And hopefully I'll be posting some other videos that will be helpful. And best of luck on this journey to all of you. Bye-bye.